Now, guys, I look at a lot of stuff on YouTube. It's one of the reasons I wanted to redo these tapes and try and make this simple. And I see a lot of stuff on YouTube that I go, what? And one of the things that I watch all the time, maybe this works for somebody that hits 750 shag balls a day and playing every day. But I've been playing golf since I was 5 years old. I can't do this, but the myth of still pictures is what I call it. You look at the golf they do it on television too, and telecast on Sunday, and they'll stop a pro's golf swing when he's parallel to the ground right here. That's really hard to do, but more importantly, to me, when you do that, that club is not in the center of your chest anymore. Your center of your chest over here. So you haven't transferred the weight that you need to be. Golfer, this is dog wags tail. Oh, sorry. Dog wags tail. Tail doesn't wag the dog. I want you to take the golf club straight back in a one-piece takeaway. Just like the iron Byron, a one-piece takeaway goes straight back. Keep the golf club in the center of your chest. This is the one position. As you swing this, you're going to mentally count one as your hand gets to the outside. That's a very simple place to put your hands. This is not complicated. It's a one position. You're going to do it for the rest of your life. That's where you start putting the club dead on the back of a golf ball so you can hit straight shots. Moving on. Takeaway. Put the club in the center of your chest. Reach out and grip it. And understand, dog wags the tail. Tail doesn't wag the dog. One piece takeaway. Just like iron Byron. Put it in the center of your chest. Put your hands out. Because all we're going to do is turn everything at one time. It's a one-piece takeaway. I know what they show you in the tour, but you go back and look at Ben Hogan's book, Byron Nelson's book, they don't do that. Myth of Still Pictures. I guarantee you, you look at Ben Hogan's book, and he's right there on his backswing. Chest is still, the club's still right in the center of his chest, I promise you. You look at Byron Nelson's book after he won 11 straight, where he says about the takeaway, one piece. Straight back. That's where you're trying to be. There's no question about this. Set up. Put your hands down here. Drop your right hand. My palm is facing that camera. I want you to turn and take the palm right straight at the camera. I don't want you to turn anything. Straight back. Still in the center of your chest. Straight back. Now I've seen 100 videos on television to tell you what your hips are doing. I promise you they're going to do what's natural. Do not think about your weight transfer. You turn your shoulders and your hips are going to move. Straight back, the palm is outside your left foot. This is not difficult, folks. Straight back. The one-piece takeaway. If you want to set it here in your belly to get the idea of the feel of it, is straight back. You're the catcher. I'm the batter. I want the back of the club hitting you in the chest protector flat. A one-piece takeaway. That's what you're designed to do. Don't do a thing here. Leave it alone. That's what's natural.
The dog wags the tail. The tail does not wag the dog. Your arms stay in the center of your chest. Get your left hand past your right foot. Do not turn anything. Straight back. This is your one position.
golfers, stand up so you won't have to be floored when I tell you this. What I want to talk to you about here for just a minute is, in baseball, if I was to put a ball on a T-ball like kids, you'd move around and say, that's where I want it. And I promise you, you know right where you're going to put the power of that baseball bat. It's right there. Anybody going to disagree with this? This is where you're going to hit a baseball. Boom, right there. You know where that spot is. There's no way you're doing anything other than you know where that line is that you're coming to with a baseball bat. Same is true with all you fishermen. You release a fishing pole right there. I don't care who you are. Boom. That's where it is. You can identify those two spots very easy. Where do you turn a golf club loose? All right. Better yet, okay, in baseball, you said it was right there. That's where it's completed. That's not where it starts. In fishing, that's where it's completed, not where it starts. Where do you start releasing that fishing pole? Back here. That's where it's finished. You look at the golf ball down here, that's where it's released. That's where it's finished. Where does it start? And here's how I'm going to show it to you. Just stand up and bear with me here and do this. I want you to take your left hand, put it right in the center of your chest, as much as you can, get it over in front of you. Okay? All I want you to do, put your thumb up in the air like that, take it up to your forehead, come down and turn it flat over, pointing towards your left. That's it. Boom. Just boom. And do that. Keep your elbow inside and go boom and hold it. Now, I did not tell you where to start turning that thumb over. And I promise you, you didn't go. You turned it all the way. It was a timing. And you started right here and turned it down. This is where you were through. If that's true and you turned it all the way, then when you get to the top of your backswing, you're not going to do this. That is unnatural. This is what was natural. And that over here means you started turning that golf club loose right there. So you can get back flat right here. So if that golf club, Newton says, this is pure physics, it's not rocket science. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If it cocks all the way up, absolutely, it uncocks all the way down. Now, you can try to do this if you want to. This is the myth of still pictures. That's not what's happening. You look at old pictures. What I did was I took an old picture of Hogan, old film of Hogan. Remember when the wagon wheels on old westerns went backward? Camera wasn't fast enough to make it go forward, so it went backward. Well, I started looking at golfers. Started with Hogan. You can pick it up on YouTube. If you got a camera that will go frame by frame, look at it on YouTube. You can find it. Top of your swing. If you do nothing but move, that club head should move in that angle. If you move it and that blur is across, then that's where it will start releasing. And I guarantee you, that first move, that blur is across. Pure physics. If it cocks all the way up, it uncocks all the way down. I sit here with golfers all day long that fade the golf ball, push the golf ball. I'll tell you a story. When I used to play golf with my father, I hit a big old hook. Didn't draw. That's 5 to 7 yards. 30's hook. And I hooked it. I'd started off in the tree line on the right side. Hope it stayed somewhere in the center of the fairway if it didn't roll in the trees. But sometimes when you play that kind of a shot and you hit it, and it doesn't come back. You've hit that shot. It just goes dead straight there. I'd play golf with my dad and I'd hit these shots. I promise you, the ball would come off my club face. It would not get completely off the end of the fairway, and my dad would yell, "Pushed it!" Bless your heart, I can see that. Be a dear, please, and tell me why I pushed it. And he always told me, "Son, you didn't wait on the club head." I can't argue with that. I didn't wait on it. The sucker was wide open at impact. Off to the right it went. My next question was, why didn't I wait on the club head? And his answer was, well, you just didn't. That didn't help me. Because when I get out there on the golf course and I got a pitching wedge in my hand from 120 and I shanked that sucker, believe me, I had no idea why I shanked it. And the next time I had that similar shot, I was scared to pull it back because I'm going to shank it again and I don't have any idea why. I was taught, as I learned to show somebody golf, if you can answer all their why questions, you can be a pretty good golf instructor. If you're a math teacher, you got to know all the equations. If you're an English teacher, you got to know all the adverbs and adjectives. But if you're a golf instructor, you need to answer your students' why questions. Why does it hook? Why does it fade? Why do I top it? Okay? Why do you fade it? The club face was wide open at impact. All I'm telling you folks is if your club face is wide open at impact and you're constantly slicing the ball, why don't you try turning it loose further back? Is that rocket science? Can you turn the club face, the head of the club loose too far back? And as long as you're getting over on throwing your heel over and transferring your weight, you can't. I promise you, you can't turn it loose so far back that you turn the head in and try to hit the ball hook. You cannot do that. Try it. You cannot turn that golf club loose so far back that you would hit the outside of the ball and hook it. It's impossible. So if you're not getting this, if you're a constant slicer, forget everything that they say about how to cure a slice. Start turning the club face loose further back so you club face is square at impact. That's real simple. If that doesn't work, turn the cotton picking face in so when you get there it's square. But it's very simple, guys. Where do you turn the golf club loose? If it cocks all the way up, it uncocks all the way down. I guarantee you.
This is the premium Garmin duffel.
Okay, golfers. This is again just us agreeing on a philosophy, or better yet, not disagreeing. Newton's law. Every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. If your hand club is going to cock all the way up because you don't go, it's smooth, it's rhythm. If it cocks all the way up, it uncocks all the way down. So we're just going to do an exercise here. Now, if you're in the house, it's kind of hard to do. You might go get a broom and prop it up. It's called the pole drill. Out here on the driving range, I just kind of improvise. I'll stick the end of my 3-iron in the ground, cut a little square in this grip, and put a shaft in it. And this is your pole drill. This is where you convince yourself of what I'm saying. I'm not trying to convince you. I just don't want you to disagree with it without convincing yourself. So what we're going to do, you did this. So I want you to do this again. Put your left hand in the middle of your chest. Take the thumb up. Turn it flat over. Boom. Leave the elbow inside. This should be very easy for you to do. All I want you to do next is put your right hand on it and do the same thing with your left hand. Take your left hand up and turn it over, and you should be like that. If you do your right hand, you'll go over here like that. I promise you. Right hand will take the total over. You'll go over there. Left hand stays right in the center. Put your hands on it, straight up, and come down, and you'll do that. That is what you're trying to do. That position right there. If I put a golf club in my hand, is the position you see in pictures all the time. So we're going to take that position and I'm going to put it around this pole here. Dog wags tail, tail doesn't wag dog. I'm going to turn my shoulders and leave my hands right where they are and cock this all the way back. Cock it all the way forward and don't hit the pole. If you start to land it, you'll get up here and then you'll hit the pole. I don't want you to do that. You're here, your hands are not touching that pole. Turn it all the way back, turn it all the way forward. This is not fast, guys. Turn it all the way back, turn it all the way forward. This is just an exercise. Relax and do this. And tell me, where did you start turning the club loose? And you started right here. You turn it all the way back. You start right there, getting it back. All the way back, all the way forward. Hands are in the same position. All this is going to come together like your ABCs here. Just turn your shoulders all the way back, all the way forward. Club face is straight down. Over here it's straight up. All the way back. All the way forward. A very simple drill. All you're doing is trying to get used to the feel of where the head is. Most important thing is to feel the head, the weight of that club. You left-handed guys, you're going to be here. All you're doing is taking that. Right hand doing that. You're going to turn it all the way from palm up, palm down, back to palm up. This is real simple. Palm up, palm down, palm back up, and you turn it all the way. That's all you're doing. Palm up, palm down, palm up. Palm up, palm down, palm up. And it stays in the center of your chest. Dog wags tail. Still in the center. Back in the center. In the center. Back in the center. All you're doing is this. You're not doing anything else. This is not difficult to do. That's all you're doing while you're turning your shoulders. This is pretty simple, guys. Try this. You'll feel the club head. This is where it all comes together, I promise you.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If your club cocks all the way up, it cocks all the way down. You start releasing your golf club at the start of your downswing. The dog wags the tail The tail does not wag the dog. Your hands stay in the center of your chest. Palm up, palm down, palm up.